going to have Wally speak. Wally Kauffman is the Ashtabula Geauga County Vice President, and he is going to talk about some state legislation that we're very interested in.
Thank you, Marty. Just a couple of words here on another issue that's very lively in the state of Ohio right now. That's House Senate Bill 5, which outlaws collective bargaining to a great extent for firefighters, police, prison guards, teachers, service and health workers, all public employees. 36% of public workers are in unions nationally, 360,000 in Ohio. They enjoy the right to bargain with their employers over wages, benefits, safety practices, staffing and equipment, best teaching practices, class size, so forth and so on. SB 5 takes away their collective bargaining rights to such an extent that public service unions would be unable to effectively serve the needs of their members, and especially to counter what's going on now with the government agencies that we have downsizing public service and laying off large numbers of public service workers. This attempt to weaken the public service unions follows the critical weakening of private sector unions with the transfer of our basic industry to non-union low-wage countries. And we know what happened here in Ashtabula County with our steel mills. Unionized workers in the private sector have been reduced from 37% of the workforce to 7%. This outsourcing of our work has had a devastating effect on our overall economy, with millions of bankruptcies and foreclosures. We know what we're going through. Let's not add to this by destroying the living standards of our public workers. Small business and farmers like us need customers that are able to buy our food, goods, and services. If you destroy their living standards, we're going to have more people in poverty than we already have now. And how much can they buy in the way of our services? Our governor and his allies argued that cutting bargaining rights for public workers was necessary to balance the state budget. If you recall this whole discussion, nothing could be further from the truth. They are balancing the state budget by selling off, privatizing public assets such as prisons, the Ohio Freeway, etc., sacrificing billions of our tax dollars used to create these assets for our benefit to be sold for private profit for their corporate buddies. They're also taking billions of dollars from cities and local communities, which has in the past been returned from the tax dollars we pay into the state. Ashtabula County, for example, tends to lose $202,000 this year, $1.3 million in 2012, and $2.2 million in 2013. We're already very high level up in our poverty rate, and we're going to go much higher. What's going to happen to our folks? So the governor and his cronies are saying to our local communities, if you want local services, you raise the taxes on yourself. That's what they're telling you. They say, we got the taxes and we're going to hang on to them. The same thing is happening for our public schools, with millions of dollars of public school money transferred to private schools. The real purpose of this SB 5 is to prevent any significant political movement from being built to stop this draconian program from succeeding. Current polling shows a large majority of Ohio citizens oppose this SB 5 and the economic program being imposed on Ohio, and can be expected to vote to outlaw it because it is going to be on the ballot. 1,300,000 signatures were collected to put it on the ballot, if you remember.